from the jump, just were kind of all over them. And even when they had that one big drive out of halftime, you guys kind of just snap right back to the resilience you had all day. Can you just talk about the effort from this group today and what you guys kind of talked about going into this one?
I mean, from the get-go, we knew it was going to be a long day for the opposite team. I mean, you look at they run a screen play and the D tackles come in and tackle for no gain. You know what I'm saying? We came out ready to prove ourselves because last week that wasn't us. Now we still did make a lot of mistakes. We made mistakes that we're going to get cleaned up on film, but I'm very excited about where the defensive unit could be.
For you, Jacob, obviously banged up early in this one. Looked like you were stretched on the sideline pretty much all game. Coach said you were fine. You looked fine out there. And for you to just kind of tough it out, how big is that for the guys around you and just yourself to kind of get another win today?
Yeah, I just got the wind knocked out of me a little bit. But obviously last year I kind of had this game circled. It's a game I got hurt in, so they're going to have to peel me off the field today. I wasn't going off. But, yeah, as an offense, I think we would have liked to be a little bit cleaner overall, but got the job done and the defense had our backs today.
Threw a touchdown pass right after. Do you think you should do that more?
I mean, I might have thrown it the play before if I would have stayed in, so I don't know.
Hunter, for you, that play you scored on, it was right in front of me. You caught it. When you kind of turned, did you think you'd be able to reach the pylon there? Because I think you barely got it with the football. I mean, that was an incredible grab and stretch there, but can you just kind of walk us through that?
Yeah, never a doubt. Just anytime I got the ball in my hands, I'm trying to get in the end zone and notice I was pretty close, so I might as well reach out and go get it, a little Space Jam style.
It did look the extended time pretty close. Right?
MJ, shout out. Sweet. Can't wait to see it.
Jacob, so you only threw for 200 yards today, right? Normally you run for there by 300 or more, but I know winning is the most important thing to you. Mm-hmm. Why is it that the bigger picture is always in the front of your mind and individual performances in the back?
Yeah, whatever it takes to win the game. That's what I kind of preach to the offense this week. Just go do whatever it takes on every single play. Take it one play at a time. I'd be completely fine if we ran for 400 yards and threw for 10. He might not like that as much, but a win's a win, and I'm proud of what we did overall as an offense. Obviously some stuff to clean up, but we still got more football left.
And having two backs like Jaden and Cardia, having both of them at your disposal, knowing they're different but they can both generate the same production, how fun is that for you, and how much pressure does that take off of you as a quarterback?
Yeah, it's awesome. They both have really good skill sets. They're obviously a little bit different, but I feel comfortable with every play we have in the offense with either of them back there, and for them to be able to rotate and stay fresh is huge.
Jacob, we keep hearing Coach Beard say that there's no better time to be a Bear, and we see him pretty locked in here for a while, and just the progression you guys have made over the years. Just what is it about him and the staff that has this place going in such a positive direction right now?
Yeah, I think he's done a great job just formulating a team that loves football and loves each other. I think more than the whole time I've been here, I think these guys can attest to it, is we have a lot of guys on this team that love playing football and love playing for each other, and we just go out there and play for each other every single day.
Darian, where do you see that? Because I'm sure he wasn't the happiest after this past week's game. What was it about him and the staff in this past week that kept you guys positive, believing you can have a performance like that today?
I mean, best believe after that game, some choice words were said. But going back and reflecting on it, they looked at the positives as well as the negatives, showed us where we did well at, and how we can be back to be the defense that we were in prior weeks. There wasn't just all detracting from the bad of that game. We also looked at the positives and where we could improve. So,
Hunter, for you, right, being one of the many receivers that Jacob can target, you guys, I feel like, are kind of quietly underrated as a receiving room, right? There's so many different guys, so many different talents. What's it like knowing that he can spread the ball around and you guys are going to come down with it, and that just helps keep growing what this engine is?
Yeah, it speaks a lot about our room. I think we do a really good job making plays when our number's called. Obviously, today could have been a little better, but anytime our number's called, we're trying to make the play, and I think our receiver room is really good doing that.
For all you guys, we talked at the start of the year, everyone thought this team could be very good, but every team in the nation says that before the year begins. You start 0-2, a lot of teams would have folded at that point maybe. You guys obviously rattle off 7 straight. Can you just talk about the resiliency in the locker room and just the belief everyone in that room has with each other?
Yeah, I think the beginning of the year we played good football, just didn't find a way to win. And then once we got a couple wins under our belt, we understood what it takes to win football games, and we've been able to do that.
Do you go back to those first 2 games at all? Because I think all of us look at it and be like, man, if they just won those 2, when you guys could have.
Yeah, I haven't really gone back and thought about those games kind of since the bye week, just reflecting on that first part of the season before the bye week, and now we've kind of moved on, and we know we have some exciting stuff potentially in front of us, and just taking it week by week, day by day.
How are you not looking ahead to, I think we're looking 2 weeks ahead from now, but you guys got Murray before that when you could play for a Valley title. Just how have you been able to focus week by week?
Yeah, kind of after a win like this, it's 24-hour rule. Celebrate this win. It's hard to win in the Valley, and we've been able to do it obviously 7 times in a row. And then after that, it's just Monday is off day, do what you're supposed to do, rehab, and then come out Tuesday practice, Wednesday practice, Thursday practice, Friday walkthrough, game day. And you really just take it day by day like that.
Darren, this defense last year, right? We had a lot of criticism for it because again, a lot of young guys, a lot of learning on the fly. What has been the biggest difference with either mentality or execution? How has this defense formed such a great bond and be able to play the caliber of football you guys are doing now?
I'll say it was 100% execution. I mean, our biggest problem last year was not only did guys not know what they were supposed to do all the time, but we were also in situations where we didn't know where we could help another person out, right? Like, let's say somebody else, they're in the wrong gap, so to speak, right? The linebacker might not know, okay, if he's right here, let me fold over the top of him and I still can get to my coverage if I got to. You get what I'm saying? Like, we didn't understand how to help each other as well as we didn't understand how the whole defense and how we both all feed off each other. This year, I mean, you can tell that everybody's been in their playbook, and I feel like we're reaping the benefits.
And with Coach Scott, what has he done to help you guys simplify that and really get things turned around?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, Coach Scott he's taken the playbook and turned it into what works, what doesn't. I feel like that's something that a lot of defensive coordinators do, but he's taken it to a whole nother level. He basically looks at what are our best pressures, what are this, what are that, and allows us to play fast, play physical, and play with our cleats in the ground. So appreciate him for that.